All right. How's everybody doing? All right. Uh, we're a little behind schedule, but I mean, hell, do I really have a schedule? No, I don't. Because I'm Batman. And I do what the hell I want when I want. Boy, for real. Trust me. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do as far as the bat suit. I kind of need like a new one. I need to like put together and design a new one. Um, I do have a motorcycle jacket. Like I said, I cleaned that up. I also cleaned up. Yep. Look at your boy. Look at your boy. Looking like the millionaire that I am. What Christina and I are. But yeah. Um. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna keep it a secret that we're succeeding. We're gonna succeed right in front of your face, and we're gonna talk about it the entire time. You understand? Yeah. I don't understand that. I mean, we're not gonna be too loud about it, but we have to talk about it. I mean, that way now I know what the update is and what's going on, which is awesome. This is great news, amazing news. So, other than that, yeah, you know, we keep it on the down low, and that's about it. But like I said, I told y'all God put me in this period of stagnation for a reason, man. I understand it, and they said like, don't. God talked to me the whole time. I mean, I'm telling you, I get downloads constantly, and it said, don't take this time period for granted. Don't like use it. It's basically what it told me. It said like use this time period because it's very useful and it's for my betterment and for my own good. And yeah, there's a lot of bugs out here, but yeah, like I said, nonetheless, the Batman continues to move forward and progress. Right, well, the rest of you sit there and watch me progress. Right, and it's not about me. It's not about just me. It's about Christina and I. It's about us, and we are a team, and it's all about us now. It's all about her, you know. And that's the thing, this internet stuff is fake, man. You can never get straight what's going on. I'm not an internet dude. I'm a real person, and I have nothing to prove, man. Christina knows me, and she trusts me, and she loves me, and I feel the same way about her. So that's all that matters. I had a great day today just because she was around the whole day. She's what makes me happy. She's my soulmate. I can't. I wouldn't want to do anything without her. Truthfully, reminds me of my grandfather. My grandfather was very much in love with my grandmother, and I'll never forget that. And there was this moment. I have visions sometimes. I don't know if I'm telepathic or if it happened right in front of me, but I just remember vividly. I mean, I'll never forget it. I can see the staircase right here in front of me. I'll never forget that vision. I don't know if it was a vision or if I was a kid and I was watching it. And I think I saw it happen right in front of me. But my grandfather, he couldn't remember stuff a lot, but he was tripping out. And sometimes I'd just be wondering, am I getting like visions of what people are doing when I'm not there? Like I'm actually seeing what they're doing, like without being there somehow, which I think is very possible. But it trips me out because, well, he was tripping out and he was yelling out for his wife, you know, and I must have been there. I think it was when I was a kid, and I think I was there watching. I was just right there standing, and he was in front of me, and I saw him moving. He moved like past the staircase, and he was saying her name. Um, it was crazy, man. It was a surreal moment, and he was calling out to her like that. that he felt that she was there, like, and I believe she was, like, you know, I in a spiritual sense, because whatever had already happened, so um, I believe in all spiritual stuff, and I think that when two people love each other, I think they're always together. I think they always do everything to find each other. I don't care how many lifetimes it is. I believe that soulmates will always reconnect. And I've always had this drawing force, like in within me, no joke. And I just always knew I was looking for someone, And this is real, actual, factual truth. Like, oh, my whole life, you could ask Carly Fiorina. I used to email her. She was like talking about money. I was like, I don't care about money. I was like, I'm looking for love. I'm looking for who I know I'm looking for. I didn't know exactly who. I just knew it was someone. I knew it was a woman. I didn't know who exactly, but I had a concept of it. So I mean, I manifested all this. God gave me all this and blessed me and created Christina and manifested Christina, and we're made and created for each other. She's a lot like me. Um, we're just two peas in a pod, and that's the truth. And I met her on here, and she just told you, like, you know, about 3 to 6 weeks max, and hopefully we get this whole show on the road. I really hope that she's safe on the trip to me, and I just hope that it all works out and all comes together. And I don't have any doubt about it because I believe in God. And like I said, these folks on the internet, they've been so focused and hell bent on just talking so much and saying things. Like, you wouldn't be worried and concerned if you didn't know it was real. You narcissists, you narcs, you don't like love because you can't feel it. Really, you want it more than anything, right? But you don't know how to feel it. You just don't have it, you know. you know. And when someone does love y'all take it for granted and don't care. Al, hold on. That not feel nice. That, man, hell, is it a rock? That's not cool. But yeah, and that's the thing, we don't focus on anyone else over here. We don't focus on other people. We don't focus on any, y'all be focused on me. It ain't the other way around. I mean, look at me. Yeah. Real talk. I was literally thinking about, like, I'm filling out too. Like, look, like, I'm really not joking. I'm really filling out, and you can see it. Matter of fact, hold up. I'm back. But yeah, I'm filling out. I'm a late bloomer, man. I developed slowly. I've been trying to explain this to people my whole life. I developed slowly, and it makes sense because I'm aging backwards. So, like, I've I really truly realize I'm the son of God. I've been like a whole. I'm just God gives me like totally different rules, treatment, everything, and it's truly amazing. I'm really genuinely happy about it. You know what I mean? But God is God has just blessed me, man. And God is amazing. Truly, it's all because of God. But yeah, like I said, if you look, I mean, I'm in the best shape of my life. You know what I mean? I'm literally in Batman. It's 100% real. And that's the thing, man. I don't focus on other people. I'm not concerned with other people and what they think about it. It's cool. It's interesting. It's always interesting for me. It's kind of a weird feeling. It's interesting to see the public and how they react to it. That's all. it's interesting because it's basically like seeing like a cartoon character in front of you. I mean, you're seeing the real Batman. I mean, I can't even imagine what it's like for them. And that's the thing. Like, I'm in a whole nother dimension with it. Y'all are still stuck in basic reality. I've quantum leaped, literally. I'm on a whole different tangent that most of you could never even fathom or imagine. Couldn't even comprehend it. You know. So at the end of the day, like I said, um, just got to try to keep pushing, try to get by. You know, do the best that we can. It's all God asks of us, and I mean, I'm getting tired, man. And it's not so much tired. I don't have any of the resources I need. Like I said, this is why. I mean, every day I ask y'all to donate. Nobody does a thing. I mean, if I don't have money coming in, bro, there's nothing I can do. I mean, it's to the point that like I said, I can't sustain. I mean, there's no way I can do anything. And I understand that, you know, people do this stuff, on purpose, and I understand what they want and all that, but all that stuff is nonsense. God is going to pull me out of this. I already know. I truly believe it 100%. He gonna pull me out of this like he's pulled me out of everything. He gonna have Christina come rescue me. Real talk. Watch. Just like you said, watch God pull you out of all your pain. Like, that's the thing. Like, been going hard, and that's the thing. Like, God sometimes has to come and rescue you, literally, and send someone to rescue you. Like, Christina's gonna rescue me. She's gonna save me. That's what I've been needing. She's gonna pull me out of all this. I truly believe that. I do. That's why when the videos is like nobody's coming, like, I don't believe that that's the world we live in. I don't. God has blessed me too many times. I've never ever like felt that negatively. And that's what I noticed the devil uses. It's all negativity. That was the first word y'all said when you came in that chat, remember? Oh, I remember vividly. I remember y'all saying, "What in the hell is that?" There's two armadillos right in front of me. Hold on. I don't know what that's about. But yeah, we just got to stay focused, keep pushing, and pray and hope for the best, man. And that's it. You know, that's what life's about, man. Truly, that's what it's about. Like I said, I came this far. God brought me this far. I mean, he's literally worked miracles in my life, man, and I really truly think and feel that he's just getting started. You know, it all makes sense to me. It makes perfect sense to anyone who thinks. I mean, God has to get you ready, and I mean, they give me direct downloads. I mean, it talks to God talks to me every day through different means. I mean, so it'd be walking me through everything. I mean, it just said word for word. What was it? It said basically everyone who's chosen and has a real greater purpose, right? You have to go through a period of struggle, suffering, stagnation, isolation, all these things that I've been going through only for the past, what, however long I've been Batman. It makes sense because he's molding and creating you and he's building you. When they say, you know, number one, it's a spiritual awakening, but like what they were talking about in that church group, and none of them can achieve because, well, they're too selfish and greedy, and they're after something for power instead of just being genuine and being yourself. You get what I'm saying? Hold on. So yeah, I forgot what is it called? They had a certain terminology for it in that church group. Like the anointing, something like that. Like the anointing, like the chosen one. Like they were already speaking about it. People all over the world know about this stuff, but most of them didn't believe it was real, I think, and didn't understand it. And even if they knew it was real, they didn't know how to achieve it, and they didn't think that they would see it. And then I just woke up, and all this stuff happened, and I truly have an anointing over my life. And I told them folks, I'm sure they didn't believe me. They believe me now. You understand? That was half the point of this. God is going to prove my points for me. I don't have to prove nothing. You understand? So when I told y'all straight up, looked you in your eyes and said, I am the chosen one. You understand? I am the anointed. So when your fake church ordains you, that means nothing. I mean, that church is evil, and so are you. Right? I'm just being real. People know who they are. Like Raul, he's evil as hell, bro. You know what I mean? Like I said, I tried to be cool, man. I mean, you had a million chances to be cool. I mean, technically, you owe me all my stuff and, whatever it costs. I mean, you're not being a man about anything, bro. So you can't act like you're a man or you're being a man, but then not be a man when it comes down to brass tacks and, reality and business. And that's my whole thing. I can't respect that. You know, I like the guy. I wanted to get along with him. I truly did. I really tried. At certain times he was all right, but then he would be one way in front of people and then he'd be another way behind closed doors. And I'm a grown man, bro. You can't talk to me no way, bro. And that's the thing. It's like, I'm sure that all these people are connected. I'm sure that they all talked. And, that's what I mean. Everything that I was suspecting and seeing, yeah, it must have come from that. And I'm going to go as far as to say that the Red Triangles probably paid Raul. And the problem with that is that when this is all investigated, if that comes out in court and that church group was paid or compensated by an illegal organization, good luck. Good luck, because I mean, that's all felonies. That's going to come out in court. I don't know what these folks think. I mean, they're sitting there talking to their computer towards people who are just trying to do the best they can, and they're the ones who've put themselves in this position, and they're trying to explain it away, and they are wrong about everything they're saying. Like I said, they don't have their facts straight. It came out in the downloads. Everything I said is true. It tells you every day. It said, yeah, they're scared now. Yeah, I told you, everyone, all these corrupt folks, all these people, they're genuinely scared. I saw it in Homeboy's eyes just the other night. hmm The folks that like to repeat themselves and act like it's cute what they're doing when you can tell you're evil. And I look them right in the eyes and I see fear. I'm talking about real, genuine fear. That's what Batman instills without trying in evil folks because they know I can see through their act. You understand? So I'm just looking at him like, yeah, okay, whatever you say. Tell yourself what you like. You know, like we all know what it is. We literally all know. I was literally thinking about just using this shirt because Batman doesn't actually wear like armor or any of that. He just has this like suit shirt, kind of like this, like an Under Armour, and that's all he has in the cape. It's like pure, dominance and muscle. That's literally what it is. So I'm almost wondering if that's the route I should go for now, but I don't know about that. I don't know. I like to, you know, have the suits where they, you know, where I'm protected somewhat, but I don't want to keep wearing that armor every day, especially like this one. The thing keeps coming off the buckle, and it's just not going to work. The fact is, I need money. I need new equipment. Like we might have to put the whole Batman thing on hold. I mean, I've done a great job. It's my third year. Um, that's the thing. I don't want to stop, but I mean, I don't even know. I don't know. I mean, unless I figure out some way to put the cape in this shirt, I've thought about it before. I think at one point I did try to like, I could maybe try to figure out a way to run the cape through the shirt, but that's the only way I can really think it's going to work. If I do that, then yeah, it's possible. Um, I think that I'd be lighter, I think I'd be able to really pick myself up and do more. My water bottle you're hearing. But yeah, I'd be able to pick myself up and run around a little quicker and do more. Like the other stuff all slows me down a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. That's the thing. They were like, it's heavy. I mean, not to me. None of it's really heavy anymore to me, but that's part of the thing too. Like I like that it's training and getting used to it. But if I don't have it, I'm much lighter, so I'd be able to pick up, I'd be able to pretty much do anything, you know. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure it out one way or another, but I need another vest. Bad. I need another vest so I can put the plate in it and it'll remain there, and I need to put the cape on the vest. That's the way to go. And figure out the rest as we go, because it's not that heavy and I can move and do what I need to do. And then, I'm somewhat protected. Uh but yeah, I don't know. We'll have to just play it by ear basically and see. I don't know, see how it goes, see what we're gonna do. That's reality. But that's the thing. Batman's a lot about movement and so I don't know. We'll see. But I know this shirt fits it perfectly, but I still would need a way for the cape to go on. That's the thing. So trying to think. I'm really, really trying. I'm trying to figure out and think like what could work. I don't know, man. Somehow where it goes through the front, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I need. But like, yeah, like you want to be protected somewhat when you're doing this stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I think God will show me the way. I think God will put it together for me. But yeah, I may take a break. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I really don't want to. I love doing it. Love being me. I love doing what I do. I'm Batman, man. But it's just gotten to the point that all my stuff is falling apart. I've been going hard, man, for two and a half, longer than that, pretty much now. I mean, we're going almost to our third year. So, you know, as stuff falls apart eventually, everything does. That's all. And it's not that big of a deal, the stuff, but like I said, we have no funding right now. That's why I've been tripping out because I'm like, I need funding to do this. So until these folks want to give me the funding, there's nothing I can do. Like it is what it is, and I just think that thing everything happens for a reason. That's what I try to choose to believe. I always have, and I think it's going to work out, man. But that's the thing. Like if we bounce back and Christina and I get all this bread and all this money, like I said, I mean, that's what we're gonna do. Rest. Um, I'm gonna always want to do the Batman thing sometimes, but I'm gonna devote all my time to her, and I'm probably gonna take a break from it, but I'll have to keep training. I'll have to stay on point. That's all. I gotta still, I still gotta keep pushing. So I gotta remain ready. And that's about it. And she'll work with me on all of it, but I'm just saying when we bounce back and we get all this money, I mean, she's gonna help me fund all this. I already know she's gonna help me where I can get what I need easily without any problem, and it's gonna be awesome, man. It's a cool feeling, bro. It's gonna be cool. Like I'm gonna finally we're gonna have the money where I can get the resources. We can get it. We're doing all this together. We're a team, truly, and that's what I need. That's my whole thing. Like God knows, I have to have my girlfriend. I have to have, that's my partner. I gotta have my team. That's my team. Can't do it on my own. Not anymore. I need help. I need money. I need the love and support that I only get from her. So I think it's all going to happen. But yeah, like I said, I mean, if we get all this money, bro, and everything puts itself together, I mean, you're looking at a whole nother picture, a whole nother ball game. I mean, you're talking about an actual Batman that can literally I mean, I already run the streets literally. I mean, you're talking about I can go to any city and state and change things completely and has like ultimate power and is moving sovereign, doing whatever he wants. So that's the thing. Like, I'm just going to be popping up in different places and getting busy and doing things, and word's going to travel, and people, I'm probably going to make the news a lot. Like, that's what y'all don't get. My whole job is to get in and get out. That's what y'all don't get. My whole job is not to stick around. My job is to appear, handle my business as Batman, and disappear. Like I'm gonna vanish, and you're not gonna have any clue where I'm at, where Christina and I are at, or what we're doing. That's the whole thing. Like as far as like the residence and all that, yeah, we'll have a residence and all that, but we're gonna have to be liquid. We're gonna have to have spots. We're gonna have to be able to move around like off the grid because people can't ever know where I'm at all. But that's not even an option. You know what I mean? So, and I think there's a way around that too. But that's all. That's why I still got to be smart about my decisions regardless. But if you watched, you saw that Batman made quite a few serious mistakes. I wouldn't say they were mistakes. He stood up for what's right. But Batman, if it was real, would be in some very, very, serious situations that we would like to avoid. Okay. My future matters and I want to be with Christina and happy. So I have to be a smarter Batman and do things the right way, which is very difficult sometimes. But still, we're going to have to do it the right way. I'm here to stand against crime and corruption, but there's a way to do it the right way. So you still got to be cautious. You still got rules to follow, sadly, and you just got to be smart. So people respect it. People know what I'm doing. I think I'll get a little more leeway as we go. There's a huge rock in my shoe now. That's awesome. And yeah, that's about it. I think that it'll all figure itself out. God is with me, and God is with us, and God is with Christina and I, and we're a divine union. We're truly in love. We're truly connected. I told her today we're telepathically connected. I mean, this is a real, true divine union. These folks are going to be in their feelings about it. That's it. Love always wins, man. Like I said, you don't see me titling it about money or talking about money because, like, it's just money, man. I think it'd be cool. I can't wait. I'm happy and excited, but I'm excited because I'm going to be with my girlfriend. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted this entire time. That's all I wanted my entire existence, literally. Since any time I can remember, Christina is all I've ever wanted, and she makes me happy, and that's what matters. So like I said, we'll work on everything together, and you'll have a Batman, that's all over the nation. I'll get a passport. We will. We'll get passports. We'll travel the world the right way. I don't do planes. I don't fly. But we'll figure it all out, man. It'll all be done, the right way. And if we go on a cruise, we're going to be real smart about which one we choose. We're going to have to pay I don't know. I mean, it doesn't have to be expensive, but I need to make sure it's safe and that there's a way to get out if anything happens. There's got to be like some some boats you can hop on and stuff. Like we got money, so that's my thing. Like when you have money, you make sure you don't put yourself in bad positions or positions where other people are in control. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the whole thing. That's why with the traveling overseas stuff, it makes me very nervous. It makes me a little nervous. It makes me wonder, what could happen. So I don't know. We're gonna have to cross that bridge when we get there. But we're gonna have money. I'm pretty sure that we can figure out some kind of cruise or something that's really comfortable and isn't a problem. But like I said, I'll literally call them and ask them beforehand. I want to see, like, is there a way to get out, in case anything happens? Like I want to make sure we have a guaranteed way to be okay no matter what. And that's just me thinking ahead, and I'm always going to protect Christina at all costs. That's my baby. That's my prize. That's everything to me. So that's all. Other than that, I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, that's what I'm going to be doing, being Batman. So I just can't wait, because when I start making my appearances and really getting busy and doing these things, people are going to be like, whoa, because I'm not coming to play. I'm not coming to play. I'm not coming to talk. I'm going to all these major cities. Like I said, there's all sorts of stuff going on in the street, and I'm literally going out in the street, like as Batman. We're doing the real thing. I'm not asking no questions. It is what it is. I can't do it all on live stream, but I can record it. I can't do it on live stream because of these people, but I can record it and then I can put it out. So, like I said, either I can do that on this channel or we can have a different channel. And like I said, I may just go completely anonymous where you can't ID me and you can't figure out who I am, where my whole face is covered. You understand? Because that way there's no real responsibility. No, there isn't behind it, because nobody's going to have a clue who Batman is. You're going to guess. The people on here, you'll probably figure it out pretty quickly. And you'll be trying to say this and that and tell people, oh, it's him, but you don't have any proof of that. And since you're just trolls on the internet, you're not actually a part of this. So there's nothing that will come from that because, well, you're nobody. You see the point? So that won't work. All you're doing is, oh, I think this and that. And I don't even know if we're going to have to do that. We may just be literally making the stance publicly on this channel, is what it seems like. I mean, this is in God's hands. It's God's decision and God's control. I'm just trying to be smart. We may operate both ways. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but it kind of seems like God just wants me to stand up straight up. It seems like that part, you see how the part of the face is showing, it kind of seems like that's what it is. And if it is, I'm going to be easily ID'd. People are going to know who I am because of how I look. So I mean, I don't know, we'll see what's up, but nonetheless, got to help people, man. That's what I'm here to do. Help people. All right, talk to you in a minute, man.